Hello and welcome to our virtual tour of Krannert School of Management. My name is Ana. I'm an international student from Brazil, majoring here at Purdue in Business General Management. So, if possible, we would encourage you to take an in-person tour to get the full experience, but in the meantime, stay here with our virtual tour of Krannert. So, I'm currently in the skybridge between Krannert and Rawls. Krannert is more focused on our undergraduate program, while Rawls on our graduate programs. So, let's go take a look at Rawls. So currently I'm in my freshman year, so I do not have a lot of classes here at Rawls, but sometimes I like to study here, as a lot of students do. So we're also meeting up with other students to help us with our tour. So let's go meet Katie up on the 3rd floor. Hi, I'm Katie and I'm a junior majoring in supply chain and general management from Marion, Indiana. I'm a peer consultant here at Krannert Professional Development Center, so if you stop by Rawls on the 3rd floor, you'll probably see me working here. But now I want to talk to you a little bit more about what Krannert Professional Development Center, or KPDC, really is. KPDC is full of great resources for both undergraduate and graduate students in terms of professional development. We have career coaches who would love to help you answer any questions you may have in terms of professional development, and these career coaches work one-on-one with the companies that come to both our fall and spring career fairs, so they can really help you navigate your opportunities. As I mentioned, I serve as a peer consultant, and we do a lot of the same things, such as resume reviews, mock interviews, or any other questions you may have. My favorite thing about working as a peer consultant is I can be a welcoming place for students to come and ask questions. But now I've talked a little bit about what KPDC is. I would love for you to come visit me sometime, but for now I'm going to hand it over to Andrew to talk a little bit more about the CCO.
Hi everybody, my name is Andrew Mays and I am a junior studying finance with a concentration in data analytics from Fishers, Indiana. As Katie mentioned, the KPDC is a really cool resource. However, there's another resource called the CCO, or the Center for Career Opportunities, that provides very similar resources, and I serve as a peer consultant there. One really cool aspect about the CCO that kind of distinguishes itself from the KPDC is what we have called the Career Closet. The Career Closet is basically like a professional goodwill that we have, so if you have any interviews coming up, any career fairs, professional networking events coming up, and you're looking for a suit or a piece of garment that's professional, that's a really cool resource to utilize. And it's free for all students of all majors, so definitely if you're looking for an extra pair of shoes or something like that, take a look. We can take a look right ahead, and we have some study spaces here on the 3rd floor of Rawls Hall. Very cool area to just knock some homework out, get a group project done, or just hang out with some friends. And now I'll be passing it on to Hannah, who will be talking about some of the graduate programs available on the 2nd floor of Rawls Hall.
Hi, my name is Hannah Ratty, and I'm a senior here, double majoring in accounting and finance from Carmel, Indiana. Here we are at the master's office, which offers 10 different one-year master's degrees, 4 of which you can do online, as well as 1 combined degree program where you can get a master's in human resources, as well as an accounting pathways program, which allows you easier admission into the one-year accounting master's. I've been accepted into the one-year accounting master's in order to help me with my career in the future, as well as be better prepared for the CPA exams in order to work in public accounting in my future. And now we're going to go to Mitchell on the 1st floor, who will show you around Rawls.
Hey, my name is Mitchell, and I'm a sophomore here at Purdue studying supply chain and finance, and I'm from Cicero, Indiana. And right now we are in a Rawls classroom. This is actually the largest classroom we have between Krannert and Rawls. As you can see, there's stadium seating behind me. That's kind of a consistent theme we have throughout all of Rawls classrooms. A nice big screen up at the front, so you're always going to be able to see the screen and hear the professor at all times. I'm a big Purdue sports fan, so I always joke about you being able to have 7'4" Zach Edey on the Purdue basketball team sitting right in front of you, and you're still going to be able to see the professor and see the screen at all times. So just an awesome feature we have here in the Rawls classroom. So another feature we have is right here. There's a little slot that a lot of professors will have you print off a piece of paper that has your name on it, and then you can set it right there so professors can call you out by name and say, "Hey, Mitchell," instead of "Hey, kid with the white shirt," right, when you're answering a question. Kind of a testimony to the community feel we have here at Krannert and professors that we bring on that really, truly want to get to know you. Alrighty, so we are on the 1st floor of Rawls, and a common space is where a lot of people like to sit down and get some study and get some work done. So I'll talk about a little bit about my experiences at Krannert. So my favorite class that I've taken so far is called Management 220, which is called Making the Business Case. And in that class, it's all strictly about case studies. So we'll get a case study. The professor will help us break it down and solve real-world problems, give us real-world experience. Something that I use a lot in my interviews is be able to talk about those case studies because they're applicable to the real business world. In that class, the professor said, You can read a textbook on how to ride a bike, but unless you physically get on that bike and try to ride it yourself, you're never going to be able to learn it. And I think that's similar to the business school, as well as you're always going to be working with people in business, right? So I think it's important that curriculum reflects that, and Krannert's curriculum does reflect working with people. So our study spaces reflect our curriculum and the fact that there are a lot of group study spaces, places where you can sit down with a couple people, form study groups and stuff like that, and get to really work with people, which is something you're going to be doing every day, no matter what industry or what major you end up in. So that being said, we're going to take a walk straight across the street, straight across Grant Street, and I'll meet you in the first floor of Krannert. Alrighty, so we are on the first floor of Krannert in the Krannert drawing room. It was actually just renovated in the summer of 2021 and reopened in fall of 2021. As you can see, this is a place where students often gather to get some homework done or hang out with friends, stuff like that. There's a lot of tables and spaces where you can sit down with groups of people, which is super beneficial when you're a part of clubs and stuff like that. So on campus, I'm in part of a few clubs, one of them being Old Masters, which is an alumni club. We bring back 10 distinguished alumni and kind of connect them with the current student body. And then I'm also a part of Greek life, and I'm also a part of intramural sports. So this is a great spot where you can sit down with a group of people, get some work done, be collaborative, and things of that sort. So up here, Tavian's going to show you up the stairs and show you the Roland G. Parrish Library.
Hello, my name is Tavian Gadia, and I'm a junior here from Plainfield, Indiana, studying management with a concentration in data analytics. We're actually here on the second floor of the Krannert building, which houses the Roland G. Parrish Library of Management and Economics. So I actually had the chance to meet Mr. Parrish my freshman year whenever we were at the 50th anniversary dinner of the BCC, or the Black Cultural Center. On top of that, he's done a really good job of coming back every semester to talk with students and kind of share his stories. So we're going to take a look at his library today and show you some of the amenities that we have here on the second floor. There are some students, so I'm going to go ahead and put my mask on before we start. So as you can see back here, this is definitely one of the premier study spaces that we have, not just within Krannert, but on Purdue's campus in general. There's a lot of good amenities in terms of if you want to do some more private study. As you can see, we have our tables and some of our booths arranged like so. On top of that, we have some of our computers here too if you need to do more technical work. And of course, we head on over this way. There's a lot of really good natural lighting on top of the light bulb fixtures that we have placed in here as well. As you can see, we also have our plaque if you want some more information on Mr. Roland Parrish. And last but not least, one of the most important parts of any college study experience is our amenities. So normally we have our vending machines and our coffee here as well. Definitely going to be some of the key essentials to getting a good study session in. So the second part of the second floor is actually more oriented towards group work and a lot of our collaboration studies. So you can see that the tables are kind of arranged more for those group projects and things of that sort. As a matter of fact, if we check over here on these booths, these tables are made out of whiteboards. It makes it really useful for if you ever need to write things down or have something scratched out. On top of that, you can see our TVs here make it really easy for students to just have HDMI cables or any other connectors into your laptops if you need to practice either PowerPoints, video presentations, and things of that sort. The other two parts of the second floor are our corporate study room and our computer lab. So let's go ahead and take a look at the computer lab. So we're here on the second floor computer lab. So we'll actually be able to take a couple classes in here. Off the top of my head, I know Management 110 and Management 288 will take place in these computer labs. But as you can see, whenever there's not classes in session, you can actually use these as a free study space, or if you're ever having technology difficulties with your own laptop and things like that, this is a really good place to go just to get some work done. So the good thing is that they actually give us information on when these classes take place. You can just check the tablets that are going to be right outside the door. That way you know that you're not going to be in conflict with any of these classes. All right, and then last but not least, we actually have our corporate study room here. So the corporate study room is typically going to be arranged how you see it right now. It's one of the quieter study spaces, so even though the library is always going to have a pretty low noise level, this is definitely the lowest that you can find here in the Krannert building. Most times you'll see it how it is arranged right now, but occasionally we will actually move out some of the furniture, and the space will be reserved for some clubs or organizations. One good example of that is Feel the Warmth, which is one of our community engagement events that we do as management ambassadors. Well, we'll take this space and kind of just use it to make quilts and blankets for some of the homeless shelters around Greater Lafayette. That's it for the second floor. We're actually going to take you guys up to Allie, who's going to show you guys the Economics Research Center.
Bye, see you later. Hi, my name's Allie Prue, and I'm currently a junior double majoring in marketing and finance here at Krannert, and I'm originally from outside of the Philadelphia area. Currently, I'm in the Purdue University Research Center in Economics, where top students and professors are doing groundbreaking economics research in areas such as crime, competition, and fiscal policy. If you'll follow me this way, we're actually going to go to the academic advising office here at Krannert. When you're an enrolled student here at Krannert, you'll be assigned an academic advisor for all 4 of your years here. and they will be your go-to resource for all things course related, such as your plan of study and really customizing your degree to make the most of your time here at Krannert. We also offer study abroad here. So there's actually an office on the 3rd floor, and as you can see, Krannert actually offers over 100 study abroad programs to their students in all different countries and at varying lengths. So there's spring break trips, semester-long, year-long, and Maymester programs. I will be studying in London this spring, 2022, for a whole semester, and I'm very excited for what that experience will bring me. We're actually going to meet Shanice right over here to talk about some of the other offices on the 3rd floor.
Hi, my name is Shanice Buford. I'm a junior studying finance with a concentration in data analytics. I'm going to show you guys a couple of offices here on the 3rd floor. This is the Larson Leaders Academy. LLA is for Krannert's top students. As an LLA student myself, I'm able to take classes with other Larson students and also engage in professional development activities. Over here, we have the Brock Wilson Center. Kara Putman is our director of the center. Hi, Kara.
Hi, how are you doing today?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing well.
Brock Wilson is a center for male and female students to help them understand the obstacles that genders have in the workforce today. They also put on professional development events such as workshops and also bring back guest alumni speakers to speak with students. Behind me is the Business Opportunity Office, also known as BOP. BOP is in a community for underrepresented minority students such as me. So I'm able to go into the BOP office, study with my peers, hang out with them, and also engage with BOP alumni. That's pretty much for the 3rd floor today. Thank you guys for joining us on this tour.
So those are some of the many highlights of our Krannert building and Rawls Hall.
There's a lot more we can show you in person, and we hope to see you on Purdue's campus soon.
Thank you for watching our virtual tour of Krannert School of Management. If you have any more questions or looking for information or looking for a schedule for your in-person tour here at Purdue, make sure to contact our undergraduate recruitment office. Until then,